these projects that students could do, right, that kind of paralleled what the Mobi application was in terms of a business plan or creating an email that talks about.
Yeah. Or how about resume? Creating resume.
Right. You
Yeah,
can't make them up on the fly. These had to be
I know, I
created,
know.
signed up
Yeah.
before. But so going with the ones that we signed up for, let me flip back to my, let's stop sharing for a second. There's that email. Let me see, where did I send it? So here's the website inbox. I was talking to Elia about it. Okay. This, I'll put it in the chat, is the website for where you can look up what is a 33 point whatever COAAP. And then how you enter it into TE is another step. Let's see if I have a screen capture. And it looks like, I wonder if I can do this into the chat. Yeah. Okay. So that's the assessments that are possible: 33.2, 33.1, 34.2.
How did
And
you
then the
get this
ESL,
one? How did you get this one? Can you
that
share
was,
yours? Oh,
yeah, this, I'm just going to glue a few things in the chat and then we'll go back to TE.
oh, okay, okay, yeah.
This
I
is,
have to save this one before. Okay, I just saved it. It was a screenshot.
so the second one was the IELCE plan. The first one was from additional assessments. So let me see.
You go to organization and then,
I was trying to see if there was a way to get to, okay,
ah,
organization forms additional assessments.
okay.
That could be easier than digging it out here
Oh,
because,
yeah, yeah. Let's pretend that we are teacher, we want to do that. I just want to learn.
right. So
Then we
this is the
can.
list that I glued into the chat. And it's 33.2, 33.1, this 3.3, 3.2.
Okay.
Right?
Which of these we have already? Uh, 331, 342, 732, 522, 03.
We
We
didn't
have
put 522 into the plan, so you just forget that one.
which one of these we have? We already have.
Well,
Oh,
Michelle did some 33s and she did some 34s.
no, which one we submitted that we will work on?
Right. That's the IELCE plan was multiple ones, right? We said 33 and 34
Okay,
were
okay.
for Michelle.
Okay. I want to write it down. We said
Yeah,
33 2C, right?
right.
And we said 33 1C2, right?
And there's no C's. The C is just a CASAS thing. This is
Oh,
the
okay.
part. This is the
Okay.
part. See up at the top where it says, like Michelle's class is 73 and 3, and then the ESL teachers is
Okay.
33,
Where do you
34.
see 73?
In the picture, oh,
Oh,
you
okay,
probably
okay.
can't see.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm looking at the Zoom, the one that you shared.
Right. It's in the chat. I stuck that in the chat because
Okay, okay. Yeah.
it was from an
I
email and I was copying and
I
pasting.
know. I don't see it because I have to open it in different things.
Got
So,
it.
oh, can you keep sharing?
I was going to share the part you wanted to see. You want to see this one?
Just give me those numbers.
This
I
one.
don't want to see them. Okay. What are the numbers that we said?
Which
33,
what you need were
34?
you need the numbers from TE. That's the ones you really want.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need 33.2,
33.2.
33.1,
33.1,
34.2,
34.2.
and those are the ones that the ESL teachers can work
For
on.
ESL. Okay. And then, okay. Okay.
And Michelle's going to handle the other ones.
Which one is the one that Michelle is handling?
73.2 and 3.2 and 3.3.
Oh, okay. These three, Michelle is taking care of that, and then
She won't get
so,
through all of them. She's only got one more class, but she did 8 of them last night. And she said that the students really enjoyed the process. It was
yeah.
a
But
created
I can see
email.
just seven, but I can see just seven of them.
Yeah, that didn't get, Michelle did it last night. And
Uh-huh.
then she's got to give it to Elia to type it into TE to create the records sometime between now
When,
and the end of July. Yeah.
oh, end of July?
Well, you have until July 15th to get all these numbers in.
But end of July would be late.
July 15th.
I know, but do you know if she sent it July 15, we don't have enough time to.
Michelle taught it last night.
Okay.
She's out of town today.
Oh, I see,
She
I see.
said she will look at it on Friday and send it to Elia in a format because I haven't even explained half of what it means because the
Oh,
beginning students have certain requirements and
yeah.
then the advanced students have more difficult requirements. So
Yeah.
we had to run a report that showed her for the students in the class what levels they were at.
Okay. Can you show me how we can do that? Let's
Yeah.
say we have given a student that let's see what 3.2. I want to see what is this one. 3.2. Uh,
Let me share something else. This is a report called a test score overview. And
mhm.
this is what I gave Michelle, and she thought it would be good enough. So what I did is I went into TE and I did a tool, not reports. Tests. Shoot, where is it? Tests. There it is. Okay. Under reports, test results, test history, test score overview.
Okay.
And we'll pick the ESL classes. So we'll pick the class instances over here on the left.
Okay. And then find class.
Only take the ones we want. You want intermediate, beginner, or all of it?
Let's say, yeah, let's say pretend that we want it just for intermediate.
Okay.
And what do you
And
do?
then,
General
okay.
setting.
Yeah, so that'll run it on the current students that are in the intermediate class.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, daily hours. Yeah, we can do that. And we want to run it on the class level.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. Okay, generate. So I'm going to click on generate. And it shows the student name. And it shows the hours since they had the last test. And here's their level.
Mm-hmm.
But depending on as we look at the COAAP, the different levels, you have to, the higher the student level, the more points they have to generate. But this is what Michelle said was handy because when she went in with the COAAP and she said, all right, we're going to create an email, and the beginners only had to get 7 points and the intermediates had to get like 13 points or something. And so she had them go through and she scored it based on what the COAAP looks like. Now the COAAP is this thing right here. this thing. So you can go down and pick, like when Michelle and I were talking, she looked at 73 and I said,
I
oh,
don't
this is,
see. I don't see
oh,
your
sorry, my
book.
bad. I forgot to click share. Yeah. So this is
Uh-huh.
this long thing that's in that chat. And I
Okay.
searched for 73 because
Uh-huh.
that's what Michelle and I wanted to do. And we said,
Mhm.
let's do some kind of a, we gotta move this, details. We wanted to create an email. This is the one
Mhm.
down here, view
Mhm.
details.
Mhm.
And this is so archaic, but you scroll all the way down to the bottom and you say, all right,
Mhm.
a passing score for a beginner is 7, a
Mhm.
beginning high is 12, intermediate is 30,
Mhm.
right? And you go, what do they have to do to get 30 points? And you look at these tasks. So here's a task that was write an email
Mhm.
to an employer, and it has to include the greeting. Hi, I'm Janice. How do you do? I want to
Mhm.
be a nanny. This is what I
Mhm.
do. I would like an interview. Thank you very much. Here's my contact information. And so she had
Mhm.
them, some of them typed it into the chat. Some of them
Mhm.
typed it into an email and mailed it to her. And then she scored it using the criteria, this scoring rubric right here. Oh, my mouse. Okay. If they get it right on this part, they get 14 points.
Mhm.
No errors in grammar, they get another 4 points, right?
Mhm.
And they get points for that with a maximum of 20 points. And she
Okay.
said, for the beginners, that's an easy 20 points. And
Mhm.
that's an example of a activity in the classroom that the teacher gets the students to do,
Mhm.
and they send it to her. That's why we thought this would be so easy, because they will create, like this was create an email and send it in using your new
Mhm.
language skills, right?
Yeah.
So this is the COAAP 73. And there's other little activities you could do, like with using a computer, write an
Mhm.
email and attach a document,
Mhm.
or that this is more relating to digital literacy.
Yeah.
So we just kind of stuck with this one about creating an email.
Okay. Can
But
you
there's other
then?
ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you can go back and
Mhm.
change it and say, well, what does 33 look like?
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah, I wanted to ask this one.
33 and then go. So slow. And we said it was 33 point.
Point 2 and point 1. Point 2 and 1 are beginner and low level. Okay, this is identify local employment opportunity and skill, training, education, demonstrate job interview technique, read job, and okay. Identify job title, name employer, identify person. Okay. And then we can look at the detail, and based on the detail, we see what are the points.
Right. And, in class, if it's a speaking ESL class, it
Mm-hmm.
might be fun to do like a mock interview and to
Yeah.
describe the job and do that kind of thing. So we click view
The thing
details.
is that I can see 3.2 creating resume. I have lots of resume from our student because we did that in practice.
This one, number 7.
Yeah, but
Okay, let's look at that one.
I have to show the teachers how they can do that, or maybe because Elia left, so I have to find someone to do this job.
So job opening, job application, create a resume. Okay, so task number 3, create a
Mm-hmm.
resume. And if they do a nice job on it, it's worth 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
But that's for the intermediate, high to advanced students. If you have a
Mm-hmm.
beginner student, they're not allowed to use this one. That's why
Yeah.
we chose some of the ones that were, but this is an intermediate class.
Yeah.
They should, and that's a score of 24 and up would be
Mm.
passing.
Okay. So let's jump into TE and pretend that we want to see how Elia add them to TE.
Okay. So if you want to create a new
Mm-hmm.
test record, you say records,
Mm-hmm.
tests. Well, we already have one. Sorry, my bad. We have this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
And from here, we can say up in the corner, new.
Uh-huh.
I don't do this every day, so bear with me on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's say it's the current program year, 24-25, and it's a student. We're just going to pick first one.
Let's say the one that Lena, no, she's stupid. Okay. So
We're not going
let's
to save it. Do
I know, I know, I know.
you have
Okay.
one Arash in here?
Yeah, maybe let's see. No, I'm not there. How about Noel Lopez? Wait, Galina actually, Galina Zelenova number. Okay, yeah, she's very smart. And then class intermediate, and then
We'll say it
assessment
was
date.
today. Why not?
Yeah, let's say today.
And the site doesn't really matter. That's us.
Okay, and
So we did here it is, EL Civics additional assessment.
mm-hmm.
So when you click that, everything else changes.
Okay,
And the form, this shows you the ones that you're allowed, that this agency has been given to use this year. And the
I
one we
see.
just did was, what was that? 33.3?
33 point, I think. No, we don't have three. We have two, 33.2.
Okay. And then let's see.
How we score them? Oh, based on the table that it's there. Okay, got it.
Right. Did they get 20 points? Did they get
Yeah,
30 points?
let's say put,
That's
what was the, let's say 24. Raw score. Oh, what's the difference between raw score and scale score?
scale score is a CASAS national computation of
Oh, I
portable
see, I see.
simultaneous. It's googly
Okay,
got. We are raw. We got 24 points. So you
okay.
just put in a 24 and then you save it. Do you want to save it?
Ah, yeah, she's very smart, but
Okay, because
yeah,
this
hit
is, I
save.
mean, you can't really delete it after you've done it. That's why I was saying if you had a test person like Janice or Arash, it would probably be better because she didn't
May,
actually do it. But this is how you do it. And when you're all done, you
ah,
say, and it,
yeah, you can hit save, hit save. I want to see how it look like.
that's it.
And that's it, done.
That's it. So
And
that if you went back to that
uh-huh.
report, that
Mhm.
additional assessments, where was
And then
that
look for
test?
33.2. Okay, test.
Where's refresh?
There's no refresh. I never seen any refresh here. Yeah, if you click 332, wait, where is 332? Oh,
I don't see it.
I don't see it too. Maybe it takes time, huh?
Assessment date. Well, it was a remote test. Let's just fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Proctored by, it doesn't care. Intermediate class, raw score, skill score. What if I don't put this in there? I think we have to put the number in there. And it wasn't conservative or retested. And it was passed. Shoot.
If you put 10, it won't let you click pass, right? Or click
I
10.
can't get it to do it at all. I taught Elia this like 6 months ago. I don't remember the exact.
That's okay. Let's pick
This is
another.
this is where it is
Yeah, yeah.
though.
Let's pick another student that. Okay, so let's. While maybe if we pick another student, let's say yeah, you go to organization and then form additional assessment. Okay, and then choose one of these guys, like 332. Let's choose the first one. Oh, that's there. Wait, is it there?
No, that's the
No,
approval date. Where's today's date?
today is 6/26. No, we don't have. If you right click on 332, can you see the
In 23/24. That's the approval date. Let me see, maybe I'm not in the right place with the reports. Let me go back to tests,
yeah.
additional forms, refresh.
Let's pick a student. Like go to oh wait.
There she is. There's
Ah,
the one from today.
oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's
So
there.
okay, can you do me a favor? On
Yep.
your wait, under the names, filter, click filter, and go up a little bit. Okay, click filter, no, click filter, and type click and type Hossein Hosssi. No, yeah, click
Yeah, he's
OK.
right next to her. He's this name, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is this the one
Oh,
you
how
want?
about Fahime? No, no, no. Delete it. Fahim. Just OK. Click OK. Fahime. Let's see if okay. So Fahime, yeah. See, she let's say, oh, 332. Oh, she did that. Let's say we want to add a new test for FIME. Can one student have three different
Yeah,
co-op? Oh,
you
okay.
can have up to 3, I think, per
Okay.
student.
Okay. So we want to add one 3.1 for Fahime because she's super good.
Okay, so 331 is a different, I mean, you can't just give these out. They have to
I know,
have
I know, I know.
performed. Okay,
I know, I know. We will look at that table first, and then based on the table and the score that appeared there,
right,
we can determine if the student have passed the score or not.
right. And like for this one, I don't see a raw score. Let me shrink this so I can fit it on the screen better. So they just said that she passed it, that there was no raw score or anything. And that was probably the way that I taught Elia how to do it. That let's just look at it for a second.
Oh, maybe for ESL is different from Mobi. I don't know.
No. It says assessment date, form, score override, raw score NA, skill score NA, accurate, passed, yes, score override. So if you can print screen, this is, let me do it right now. And this is what you want.
You are recording this one.
Yeah, but I'm going to stick it in the chat too.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. So now if we were going to rerun the payment points, it would show that if this person has a pre and a post, that number 7 should have gone up because we added a person, right? Reports, data management. No, I want state reports, California, payment reports. There's this. still shows 7. So there's something about that individual student that we just added one to, either that she doesn't have a post-test or something that made that one we
Oh,
just not score it right.
let,
I don't know.
let's add something for Fahime and see this number change.
Okay,
If you go to where shall we go? Record test,
your records tests,
and then
we say new, and it's for the current year.
F A H. No, no, F A H. Wait. I.
The Molay,
Oh, yeah, yes, that's it. That's it.
135. Okay.
Okay, and then intermediate. She is intermediate and Mobi both. We can say today date, and then site, and then ELC, and then selection.
You want to do which one? 33.1?
Yeah, because she already has 33.2. I want to see how. Score override.
Did she, we just say passed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then hit save here.
Save up at the top.
Mm-hmm. Let's go back to there, see if this is something that right away they how you get the report. And maybe refresh.
Regenerate.
Oh, regenerate. Good job.
Still says, okay, now we're up to 8.
8. Okay.
There, yeah. There
Okay,
you
so tonight I'm going, actually not tonight, this afternoon, before class, I have to send it to all teachers because Monday is our last day.
Yeah. So there's the test that we said yes. Pre-test, post-test instructional hours. And it doesn't show the additional assessment here. That's a terrible monitor.
Yeah.
That's
I
terrible.
have a question for you. Let's say we have, in our website, we have template of resume. When we teach them how to create resume, when
Mhm.
they create their resume on our website and then they save it, and then this is the best document that they have done the project that we asked them, right?
I'm not really familiar with the requirements down to the nitty-gritty of that particular COAAP. It sounds like a resume would be the fulfillment of that. Again, it's based on the levels, right? We talked about what level
Yeah.
is the student, and so how many points they have to get the individual level, right? So if we look for, what was Fatima's last name?
Fahime Molai.
M. Okay. It's in alphabetical by last name.
Ah,
Mo.
Mo,
Don't see it.
M-O.
Mo. There it is. Mo.
Fahime. It
Mole. This
doesn't.
one.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So she's the highest possible level. So she would have had to have a really high score on that
Yeah.
fulfilled everything. And if you looked at the resume itself was only worth a maximum of 20 points. So she would have had to do additional things besides just a resume that,
Yeah, she actually she know how to apply because we send her a job like
yeah.
opening from the
Yeah.
county, and she submitted her application and she's waiting for the interview. So and
Yeah.
she developed her profile on what does it call, government jobs,
Yes.
very well. She did a
Okay.
very good job. So that's why I'm confident that she is one of the best. Okay.
So that what we've talked about is what are the guidelines for
Mhm.
each of the COAAPs? What's the
Okay.
scoring method? How do
Mhm.
you look in TE to get the test score overview to find out what level each of the students fall into?
Mhm.
And we looked at how to actually create the test records so that the students get the payment points. And we added that one from today.
Okay.
Should I stop recording or do you need more?
Uh, I think we need more. Wait, I have other question for you, and I'm sure you have the answers for me. Mm, oh, survey. How to
Oh,
get?
okay.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's so awful.
Moving
Sorry.
forward, we won't have any because we have all the social security numbers, all of them.
There you go.
But for now, let's find out how these.
I do not know how to do that. I apologize. That's a CASAS tech support
Oh,
thing
I
that you
see.
have to sign up, get an appointment with them, and they do appointments and have them
Oh,
walk you through it. Because if Elia can't do that one, that's you're gathering the students that left 6 months or 12 months ago, and you're
oh.
sending them a text that
Hmm.
says, "Hi, can you answer these 4 questions?" And
Okay.
just the act of gathering the students and sending them the text is part of the requirement.
Hmm.
That will
Okay.
get you off of a lot of email lists of where's the thing, but then you're
Yeah.
supposed to
I think we
follow up
have
and get.
four. We have just four of them, four survey. No more
Oh
than that.
shoot, that's pretty easy. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want me to stop sharing? Do you have system access that you could do it while we're talking? I have an appointment
Yeah.
at 2:30, but
Oh,
I
oh,
can
wait.
try to do it.
I can.
If there's
Uh-huh.
only four, we can try this.
Yeah, okay. So let's see. Let me share my screen. Screen three. Okay. And
And
then
then I'm going to go
share.
into the CASAS website
Okay.
and find where's that
Ah,
employment and earnings instructions. It's so gross.
okay.
I
So, oh,
remember when
surveys are here, right? Shortcut. We have some shortcut here.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Let's do
yeah.
it. I think,
But you have to go through these steps. Prepare your data, save your population, send the
okay.
surveys, view and manage,
Yeah.
contact students. Okay, I'm in here. Let me put this in the chat. This is the instructions.
Okay.
Employment earnings schedule. So this is 24Q1. Let's look at that.
Okay, so regarding this one, how we wait? Uh, Masume. Who's Masume? Is this the report that appear here? Okay, wait.
That's kind of the questions. I'm
Okay.
just looking at the exit population. Save exit population, step 2.
Oh,
Says go to tools and then core performance wizard.
tools, core performance wizard. This one. Okay. Can you see
Yeah,
my screen?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
And then it
So,
says select program year 7/1/24 to 25. Okay, good.
which is
So
good.
click
And then
next.
next,
And it wants to know which quarter. Well,
which
we got to
core,
do it. Hmm,
which quarter shall I choose?
trying to figure it out.
Four
Quarter 2,
or quarter
because
two?
that's the people that left 6 months ago. So click on
Mm-hmm.
2 and click next.
Next, and then
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Okay, there's only 14. Fine. And then it says click next to finish and save the list.
hey, look at here. It says Social Security. Yes, yes. Those who have Social Security, we don't need to be worried about them, right?
Good. All right.
And then hit next,
I'm reading the instructions. Click next and then finish. And then
and then
finish.
finish. For the visa that is exited, you have to make sure to instruction out and test information is completed. Okay, yes, I want to see saving your survey. Are you sure? Yeah, okay, let's save it and then exit or
Hang on one second.
export.
Hang
Export.
on. It says
Let's export it wide.
click next and then click finish. Then view the results. By default, the filter. Send a survey to.
Wait, let me save this one. Let's save. Okay, and then hit exit.
Yeah. Okay, so we did that. And then you go records,
Records. Mhm.
performance.
Core performance student.
Yeah,
Okay. And then,
And then it says up at the top, exit quarter, make sure it says 2 quarters back.
oh yes, it is
Yeah,
two
you got that.
quarter
Okay,
back.
good.
Yes.
That's good. Yay. And then select all the students in the list. So I guess if you hold down the control or the shift button and you
Okay.
and
Wait.
select everybody.
Okay,
Yeah,
I did.
thank you. I see that. And then it says send survey invite button in the top toolbar. Oh, there it is, right in the middle, next to refresh. Send survey invite up.
Oh, this
Right.
one.
Yep. Click
Do you
yes.
want to add anything? Yes.
Uh-huh. And then it clicks next.
Next. And then next again. Yes or no?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And next again, invalid method must be selected. Okay, so select delivery method by email.
You want to send it to both?
Yeah, email
Or
and
not? That way, if there's one missing, it'll go to the other one. Okay.
Invitation next, and then without customization, apply survey. Which one? Administrative without customization or survey customization?
Just let it rip without the customization.
Okay, next. Finish. Okay, that's done. I'm glad moving forward we won't have any student.
Yeah, this one's
Okay, test successfully. Okay,
yay.
done.
Okay,
Oh,
now we got to repeat it for the other quarter. So go back to records,
records.
for performance students,
Core performance student.
and go change that thing to 4 quarters back.
4 quarter back. 4 quarter back.
Yeah, and unclick the other one.
Okay.
Say okay.
Okay. Same.
Yeah,
Oh,
same thing. Select everybody and then send survey.
select everybody and then
We're gonna get
send
this done,
survey.
Arash.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate your help.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad this is small and it's going very well.
Yeah.
Next.
Next. Next.
Oh, delivery method. So every
Both maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
Great. Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh,
That's
you're welcome. That was
appreciate that. You're a lifesaver.
so kind. I'm glad to
I
help. I
Yeah,
wish I was more confident. This is something I don't do very often. It's like,
yeah. I will send something to the teachers and ask them from tonight. They just ask them to do that. Hopefully, we will finish it before the due date. Okay. Do we know how many students we have? Active student, 140 something, huh? We saw that
yeah,
already.
that was the TE
Oh, you can stop recording,
payment
by the way.
points.
You can stop recording, by
Okay, let me do that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, okay, thank you very much.
Recording stopped.
So, appreciate
We-
that.
You're welcome. We got
Okay.
the employment and earnings done. We've got the how to do a COAAP and how to put it into TE. The only thing we haven't survived was the how to order more e-tests. And
Oh,
maybe
yeah, I
I'll
don't know what to do. I will send them an email, maybe. Yeah.
orders@casas.org and say,
Okay.
please
Okay.
send me 500 more test units for the new year.
Yeah. Okay. I think we need more because we have 140, 50 students.
So many articles about Highlands Charter, you
Oh,
know,
you saw that, right? $180
Sacramento
million.
Bee,
dollars.
3 million just for a training class.
Yeah. They went to Paris for professional development. Yeah, there are lots of things about Highland.
Shameful.